Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and nerdlings of all ages, welcome to game number 2 of tonight's ESET UK Masters. We have spawning in the top right position as the blue Zerg player. He is down a game at the moment. Can he get his way back into this best of 3 series? We have Shibbxyz Revo. And his opponent spawning in the bottom left position, once again saying GLHB. So I'm pretty sure that's deliberate. I need to find out exactly what B stands for here. We have, in the bottom left position, ladies and gentlemen, representing FM, it's going to be Shibby. So we saw a pretty good macro game come out of these guys in game number 1. Shibby denying the third base of Revo, and then seeing that Spire and getting the Infestors out in time for the Mutalisk to attack. Yes, he was helped a bit by Revo, perhaps not quite being as on the ball as he should have, shall we say, with his Mutalisk attacks. That has to be said. I think that's a fair comment. But splitting those Mutas up between them and the Roaches as well just gave Shibby the breathing space he needed, and he still had to go in and execute his attack at the end of the day. And I can see some people in chat trying to figure out what the B stands for in GLHB. I'll tell you what, if you guys come up with some reasonable suggestions, I might read them out a little later, but nothing that I can't read out on stream, okay? So apparently, so far, both sides going for their spawning pools, and we have got a slightly earlier gas from Shibby, but nothing too much out of the ordinary, so we see things switching up. He has got an extra worker over Revo for a short amount of time there, but really both sides going for the same builds here on Cloud Kingdom so far. Gas completing for both players, so now we see what the players are going to do with the gas. They're obviously going to be mining 100 gas to get that Zergling speed up as Revo goes for his expansion, and Shibby looks like he's going for his expansion as well. But after they get their hatcheries down and they have that 100 gas, they're going to research Zergling speed. They'll have metabolic boost available to them. Once they research that, that's when we find out what they want to do. Are they going to keep 3 drones in gas? Are they going to remove all the drones from gas and just focus on droning up and getting minerals only? Are they going to leave 1 drone in gas and slowly build up towards a baneling nest or something similar? We'll find out what their intention is with regards to tech as soon as they get to 100. And Shibby's at 100 now, and he has actually stopped mining gas entirely. Meanwhile, Revo is now at 100, and he has moved 2 drones off the gas. He's actually left the 3rd one in. So what this does is after a while, Shibby's going to have a little bit more minerals than Revo, but Revo will have that gas. So he might be able to put down a slightly earlier baneling nest. He can maybe start off with some aggression, and when he sees that Shibby doesn't have a baneling nest of his own, he can put down his own and try and win with some Zergling baneling aggression. This is sometimes, or at least what we used to see in ZVZ, of course, a little bit less often these days, but it is entirely possible. We have a Queen moving out now to the natural expansion from Shibby. I'd love to see some creep connection between bases here, but of course in a mirror matchup it's not quite as important, because obviously both sides have the advantages of using that creep. And in the meantime, metabolic boost is going to complete for both players. Shibby will complete his first, and a massive round of drones coming out from him, actually. He is droning up behind us, so this isn't going to be some sort of all-in. 4 Ling is going to take on a Queen here, but with 2 Lings in support, that really isn't a good idea. Shibby losing 1 for free there. 25 to 23 workers at the moment, and Shibby has started his Roach Warren. And I think Revo is waiting to see exactly how big this attack is going to be before responding with a number of Lings of his own. He doesn't have that many out on the field at the moment, only 2. And Shibby's trying to goad him, basically, into making more and more units. Nice micro there from Shibby, not losing an additional Ling. And it looks like we have a baneling nest and a Spinecrawler going down for Revo, and a huge round of drones. So no big engagement early on. We're not going to be seeing that potential knife fight take place. And baneling nest nearly complete, but Roach Warren is going to complete first for Shibby, and he gets 2 Lings out. Oh, very, very nice in the main base there. And the Queens are out of position, so this 1 remaining Ling does actually get a scout, but fortunately 1 HP Ling is going to take him out. And 6 Roaches on the way from Shibby. Is this going to be a 2-base all-in from him? We'll find out in just a moment's time. We are on a number of workers, 31 to 29 in favor of Shibby at the moment. We have a Queen walking out a little bit into no man's land from Revo at the moment. What is he doing? Okay, there we go. He's actually going to be pulling back now. Evo Chamber, double Evo Chamber coming out from him. Now this could be a great timing for some Roaches coming out of Shibby, because he has no banelings on the field. He's actually hiding the roaches at his ramp at the moment, just going to be building a couple more. And let's see if he ends up going for even more roaches or if he's going next for a round of drones. The roaches now moving out across the field. He has got a grand total of 9 of them, and the Overlord from Revo are going to spot them in just a moment. He's only just started his roach war, though, and Shibbxyz has 18 lings behind this, so a massive roach ling timing coming in here from Shibbxyz against Revo to try and finish this off in game number 2. He's at 68 supply now versus 46 because he's really starting to pump that army out. Revo does have that advantage as far as worker supply goes. He's 36 to 35, but Shibbxyz is marching his way across the map. And this isn't necessarily an all-in, guys, because he's getting more gas. He's got his layer up now as well. And look at this, Revo putting an additional 3 spine crawlers down because he's a little bit worried. But the ones that are building are only about halfway done. Trying to pick apart the spine crawler, will be able to do so. And the rest of them are so far behind. Needs to move back with his roaches a little bit, actually, so that the lings can take damage. There we go. And Revo now in a lot of trouble. The queen gets picked off. The spine crawlers, though, are about to complete. He needs to deal with them pretty quickly indeed. Now, he can just run the lings into the main base here. He doesn't have to go and pick apart every single spine crawler, although it looks like he's doing that. This is actually buying Revo a bit of time. He's getting 26 lings coming out right now, and the last spine crawler is about to finish, but will go down instead. I think this game is still going to be won by Shibbxyz, but that's given Revo just a little bit of time to regroup. Let's see if he's able to do so. 69 to 49 at the moment as far as supply is concerned, and now Shibbxyz decides it's going to be the time to move into the main base. 2 roaches trying to block off the ramp, unsuccessfully doing so. A lot of drones being pulled now as well. And Revo looking like he might actually hold this with his drones, actually. The last remaining roaches do go down, but at what cost? Let's take a look at the worker supply. 48 to 35 in favor of Shibbxyz, as it currently stands, who is getting +1 missile attacks and glial reconstitution. In the meantime, we see +1 coming down on one of the Evo chambers from Revo as well. Can't use the second one at the moment, though, because of the drones killed. He hasn't actually got a layer on the way. Now, only 2 workers killed, actually, as far as that is concerned, but he is ahead by about 10 workers, and now Revo coming across the map with a Zergling counterattack. Is there any defense here from Shibbxyz? No spine crawlers going down. A couple of roaches at the ramp will be able to engage these things, but they are very smartly going straight into the mineral line on hold position, actually, as well. And let's see if they're able to kill a decent number of drones. Trying to surround with those drones. They're decent micro coming out of Shibbxyz, and it looks like the remaining lings are going to be getting into the main base here. Are we going to see a drone drill? Only a couple left in the mineral line. What is the number of workers killed? 3 to 2. That was a lot of lings to throw away for only 3 drones, though, and they are equal on supply now on 44 each. But glial Constitution is about to finish for Shibbxyz. He's also getting +1 armor a little bit earlier than his opponent as well. And he has now put down a macro hatch and a 3rd base. Round of drones, GGGL. And wow, it looks like Revo just slash-peeing there as soon as he saw the additional Zerglings pop into his natural, because he just started a round of drones. And Shibbxyz takes the win 2-0.